please raise your hands for questions. Coach?
Yeah, I just, first of all, very disappointed, obviously, for our guys and our players in the room back there. Very disappointed in that we didn't get it done. For a lot of factors, I think, but the main factor was inability to score touchdowns in the red zone. I mean, I think you can slice it any which way you want to slice it. That was the big factor in the game. They did a good job of keeping everything tight inside the box and making it hard for us to be able to get into the end zone. And then when you settle for a couple field goals, now at fourth down we didn't get it early in the game. That's the difference in the game. And I think there was things that happened throughout the game that obviously if you do a little bit better, you got a chance to win, and we didn't get it done. So tip your hat to Coach Martin and his staff and what they were able to do to get that win. But again, just very disappointed in with the outcome of that game.
Chad?
Was there anything specific in the red zone that they were doing? 7 trips, 1 touchdown?
Not really. I mean, I think it was playing the same defense that they played. They showed in there, and we didn't do a good job of finding ways to get in the zone. And I thought a couple of times I thought we were there, and just didn't get in. Corey gets in there, and then Emery scores and on a cue draw that got in. But other than that, we really didn't do a whole lot down in there. I mean, I also go back and watch the tape, but I thought they did a really nice job up front. And their linebackers were playing downhill to stop the run game there, and we just couldn't spit any out into the end zone.
Brian and Keegan?
Defensively, Blaine Gabbert had 9 rushes for 132 yards. What did you see from your defense that was allowing him to get in the open field like that?
Yeah, I mean, he certainly hurt us with his legs. I thought there were times we were playing man-to-man coverage, and we're doubling number 10, and so you got an extra guy outside of the box, and then whenever he broke containment of the line of scrimmage, he's going to be able to get some yards, and that really hurt us quite a bit. Obviously, they're in the overtime, and then there was a couple third downs where I thought he went and got first downs there, and it's really just our D line just standing in their lanes there, and you're creating too much upfield, and then all of a sudden he just spits it out of A gap or B gap, and that was a big part of their game. I thought Gabbert played great, went in the running game, and threw some balls down the field that were obviously big time throws.
Would you have liked to see Emery keep his eyes downfield a little bit more there at that overtime possession? Did he get a little too run happy?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on at that point in time. I think, really the only one I really remember is that last one there. But we got a couple penalties down there. I mean, they called, lineman downfield on that one. We're on the 2-yard line. I don't know how you call that really, but and then we get a penalty there. We back it up. We get back to the 2. We got a holding penalty. It goes back. We get back in there. We were battling right there. Just didn't find a way to get in there. So it's hard to say about Emery. I mean, I thought other than a couple decisions, I thought he played really good. I thought he played gutsy tonight. He ran the ball hard. Made some great throws. I don't know. I mean, he rushed for 101 yards. Looks like here and threw the ball pretty nice. I think he'd like to have the pick right before half back when he threw that pick. But other than that, I thought he played very solid.
And then speaking of Larvadan, first play of the game, you get him in single coverage and he takes it 79 yards. Was that what you wanted to see right out of the gate, having single
Well,
coverage?
absolutely not. There's a miscommunication in the coverage on that play, and no, you ask anybody in our locker room who we had to defend, it was number 10. Our whole team knew that. Offense players, it didn't matter. So that was a miscommunication. They hit that one on us. But then after that, really, we kind of settled down. I thought we played solid on defense, other than the Q scrambles. And then the one drive when they hit, had called 2 PIs on our guys, and they hit the fade ball on our sideline. But other than that, I thought our guys played solid.
Running game really didn't take off till second half. Ryan does a nice job for you, but they kind of shut Kiner down.
Yeah, I thought, like we said in the past, whoever's got the hot hand's going to be in there. And I thought he, did a good job seeing it and running hard, breaking tackles. And got the Q run game involved with that as well. 2 guys rushed for over 100. So, I mean, the second half it started clicking a little bit better. And of course throughout the game they're making adjustments on defense. We're making adjustments on offense. And I thought, again, we moved the ball. I mean, we had a lot of yards, which you got to get a lot of points. I think that's the big difference in the game.
A couple downfield PIs last week, again this week. Is there something there teams are picking on or able to?
I mean, they're trying to throw the ball one-on-one down the sideline. I thought JY was in good shape. It was right on our sideline, and he turns back, looks for the ball, and they're both jockeying for position. He turns back, and we get the call. So I mean, I don't know, you know, it's frustrating. You know, and then they throw the touchdown pass in overtime, and he gets their jockeying, and he gets knocked down, and they catch the touchdown. I mean, it's just, you know, it's frustrating to, you know, what are we supposed to tell the corners? You know, how are you supposed to play that? So we got to do a better job playing the ball and obviously keeping our feet. And, you know, when guys are attacking us down the field, which, I mean, you're right. I mean, we're seeing that. We're going to continue to see it, where guys are going to, you know, one-on-one down the sideline and try to make hay in that way because, you know, as they're thinking, you're going to get a PI or a potential catch. You know, why not throw it down the sideline? So we got to do a better job of you know, defending those passes.
Neil.
Xavier Henderson really had to go in tonight, 12 catches for 140 yards. What was working on the offensive side to really get him going in this game early?
Yeah, I mean, they were packing it in the box there, and that's why it's difficult to run the football. You know, it was one-on-one outside, so we were trying to take advantage of that against their corners. You know, and he did a nice job all night of catching the ball and underneath and, you know, getting some good yards on that. And they were able, that's, you know, I think we got a lot of first downs and moved the ball down the field again. That wasn't the issue. I mean, the issue again in the red zone, you know, trying to score touchdowns. I mean, that's what it came down to.
On the 4th and 9, when you did the fake punt, what went into it? More a field call or?
Well, we had punted a couple of times earlier than that. We saw how they were lined up, and it looked like it would be there. I thought that was a good time to call it because you're backed up on the -20 or whatever we were. Nobody's thinking you're going to fake it, and you know we got the look, and Shimon did a great job of hitting it and blocked it up, and you know he gave us a chance, and you know we're trying to win the game. Maybe 2:40 in the clock, maybe at that point in time. We get the ball down, we melt the clock all the way down, just got knock down the field goal, and we get it blocked. I mean that was obviously a big play because you knock that one down, you know it's going to be a ball game, and we're all having a different conversation right now.
2 sacks from the UC defense tonight. What was not clicking quite as well in the pass rush?
Well, I think they were, you know, number one, I think they get rid of the ball pretty quick. You know, do a good job of catch and throw. You know, we were able to get to him a couple of times. And then the other thing I thought that he did a really nice job of moving around in the pocket. You know, we're trying to get in our rush lanes. Our guys are getting up the field. You know, he's shot sliding one side or the other, stepping up, making some plays. I mean, you know, you got to give credit to him. He did a good job of stepping up and really running and getting those first downs. You know, which made it a little bit more difficult because we're playing man outside and trying to double some guys. So you got a light box.
There were a lot of teams that were sluggish today. How do you recover from this? Because obviously next week is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's very disappointing. Obviously, you know, we got to go back and, you know, regroup, look at ourselves in the mirror, starting right with me, and what can we do to get better. And that's what we got to do. We start Big 12 play next week. We know that. We got an outstanding team coming in next week, Oklahoma. They do a great job, and you know they're riding high right now and playing really well. So we have to come in and have a great week. You know, there's no time to have a pity party and start feeling sorry for ourselves. I can tell you that. You know, we got to come in tomorrow and get to work.
Was there any indication this week in practice that you know it's such a new team and so many new guys that maybe believed in themselves a little too much after the way the season started?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought we had a good week of practice. I mean, I thought we really got after it. I thought, you know, I thought guys were focused, you know, and we did some really good things this week in practice. I mean, there was a lot of intensity there. We talked about, you know, the importance of this game all week. Our guys knew what we were coming into, and you know, it's just we didn't play good enough to win. It's the bottom line. I mean, again, red zone, you know, blocked field goal. I mean, you know, there's a couple of things we can point to that we would have got the win. It'd be a lot different right now.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.